Time on the track.
All right, Mobo Joe. I was born and raised in Harvey, Louisiana. My hood is Manhattan, better known as the Hole, you know what I'm saying? Right off of Manhattan. That's why we call it Manhattan. I was one of the first to bring you the true gangster rap that we really was living. I bought you lower level organization. That's why I started
Facts.
at with my homeboy Notorious A. You know what I'm saying? Tuna from the hood. That was
Ace
my
Nitty.
first artist. Ace Nitty. Go look him up. Portrait of a Villain. My dog. And let me clear up something right here, right
your
now.
shit.
People be saying Ace Nitty is dead. Let's stop the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I understand people want to report stuff, but stuff like this you always gonna look up. You know what I'm saying? Before you go out and put out false information, because people have family, people have kids and things like that. But that was my first artist. My first project was wanted by 5-0 and feared by most, which was me and Notorious Ace Nitty, my homeboy. Then I moved on from that, and I bought y'all Ruthless Juvenile.
That shit.
Boom! Let's go, baby.
Right. That was a big movement. So for we gonna give it to them afterwards. But for the people who was a big fan of Mobo, the whole Mobo account, Mobo Records, and they wonder where Mobo Joe went at.
First of all, to you, all my fans, all my supporters, I appreciate y'all, man. Like, I
sure.
really thank y'all, because y'all kept me alive. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all rep for me better than my artists did. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I was away all that time, like I never really was on social media. I came on social media till like 2016. And how I got on social media, you know, I do the trucking thing right now.
Right.
So one of the brokers, she was in Dallas. She young, like your age, probably like
Right.
36, 37. But one of the guys she worked with, he was from New Orleans. He knew me as Mobo Joe, knew all my music. So every time I would book a load with her, she would always know one of my songs. But I'm like, how you know this?
Right.
So then she was like, she like, Mobo, you never been on NOLA.com? Like, you all over there. Like, you
Right,
internet
right.
famous.
Yeah.
Because of y'all, like people like y'all, my fans and all. Now, where I've been right here on the West Bank. You know what I'm saying?
No, like all this shit stopped. You went to the Fed. You got to call.
Yeah, I'm about to run that.
Right.
I'm about to run it. Like I said, I've been right here on the West Bank, right? Okay, I did my Joes. I only did like 2 years. I did 98 to 2000. 2000, I came home. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 boys at the house. You know what I'm saying? I got a 15, 16. Then I had my youngest son. It's like 2000. Shit, he was in 98. He was like 2, 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a father first. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get back on my grind, make sure my family's straight, my mama's still living and all this stuff like that. So I didn't jump right back into the music, but I started recording some stuff, right? I think I started recording a little bit right after I came home, but the first single that I had after I came home that went off, it was Ooh Nah 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 by Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was the first, it was on a Fella Rally CD, because that's the first thing that I dropped when I came home. That was like 05. Tragically, in 05, on May, I lost my firstborn, my son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when that happened, then Katrina, boom, we still in 05. So all this happened. So when that happened, like when me losing my son, it just kind of like, it just put me in a place that I needed to go. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? I had been losing homeboys, you know, basically all my life. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the system that was put in place. You know what I'm saying? So when I lost my son, it kind of like it's like I had a whole bunch of answers. You know what I'm saying? That I couldn't answer myself, and nobody else seen the answer. So that's why I went. I went to a place to where I had to really know if I really wanted to continue on doing music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of lost the passion of it. You know what I'm saying? For the music.
So they didn't have nobody doing gangster rap before you got it. Like I know they had Bust Down and Tim Smooth. That was before, huh?
They were before me. Bust Down, Tim Smooth, MC Thick. The closest thing to gangster at that time was MC Thick. And before MC Thick, Bust Down, all that, well, if you're talking the city or you're talking West Bank?
No, the city, period.
You're talking the city, we can't never forget the great, my boy, Gregory D. Crack Slingers and all this shit. Because Gregory D was like the first, you know what I'm saying?
Gregory D was the first.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know Gregory D, Sporty T, and Man and Fresh used to be a group, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember them from being, you know, young under the bridge doing their thing. But then, you know, you had the West Bank went to popping up, because we was really rapping, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because from the East Bank, besides Gregory D, at that time, it wasn't really, you know, rapping, you know what I'm saying? So from the West Bank, my railroad was more or less a gangster song. Bust Down, Tim Smooth, there was artists, there was lyricists. They rapped about Rubenstein, ballads and all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mobo Joe came out like, you know, I was in the dope world. You know, I was living that life. That's what I was doing. So Ruthless Juvenile, these young kids, 15, 16.
Where you found Ruthless Juvenile at?
How I found Ruthless, at this time I was hanging with this guy named Kenny Ray, right? And I forgot the girl, and she was from Beach Grove. But that's Brandon Lil Badness, that's his cousin. You know what I'm saying? So when I put the Low Level out, he went to hitting, because he was messing with Trey Aikman at the time. So he went to hitting through him, trying to get with me. You know what I'm saying? So some kind of way we plugged it up. At this time, I was living in David Development. So let's go back a little bit. I'm gonna give you basically my whole story. I was working with Ike Mike first. That's who was my first producer. That's who did the first Lower Level. Portrait of Villain, that was Ice Mike, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he did that. So when I started doing the Ruthless, I had bought my own equipment, you know what I'm saying? And when Kenneth plugged it up through Brandon LeBadness' cousin, and I met him. At this time, we was set up in Dave at the house, you know what I'm saying? That, the one who did the beats and everything, I had bought like about $10,000 worth of equipment. My first out the rip. Ain't knew nothing about equipment or nothing. I just bought it because I was determined to do music. You see what I'm saying? Because at this time I already was going to Atlanta, Houston, Dallas because of the drug world. Because I was in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wanted to do it. So that I met him through Ace Nitty, right? He brought him to me. So when he first came by the house, he kind of more or less of a private person. So he came over there, it was a bunch of us at the house. So he couldn't really learn how to make the beats and everything. So I dropped him off and he called me. And he was like, man, I know you don't know, man. I had a 1680 board, a keyboard. I paid like $2,600 for it. So he was like, man, I know you don't know, man, but if you let me bring that bowl to my house, I can learn it.
Right.
I'm a dope dealer, like, you know what I'm saying? I give chances all day. I'm on my way. I bought the bowl to him. He started working on it. About an hour so later, he called me. He said, man, listen to this. The first beat he hooked up, it was fire. But I'm like, you can do better. Like, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? So, all that night, he was calling me.
He cooking up. He cooking up.
He cooking. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's all in my veins because I know, you know, I'm hearing it already. You know what I'm saying? So he later he kind of got used to the bowl. Maybe it probably took him about a day and a half. So then we linked back up, and it was him and Lil Badness. They was in a room. We probably got there about, man, it's probably like about 4, 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I've been out there in the world. I'm running hard and shit. So they in the room working. We had a yellow room, almost like a shit room, but I had painted all yellow. It's called the yellow room. So they was working in the room, and I went to sleep. When I woke up about 12 o'clock that night, the very first song they had, Brandon was rapping and it was running that beat, Give It Up. No, Gangsta Tale, take it back, Gangsta Tale.
Right.
And that nigga was spitting. And I'm like, I woke up, and I rolled me up a blunt, and I'm smoking, and I go in the room, I'm just looking at him, because I'm like, nigga, like this is in my house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I started.
You thought that shit was going. You thought that when all that shit was going on, and you got everybody on the label putting all that shit out, Ricky B, Ruthless Juvenile. You thought that shit was gonna have the reaction that it had?
Nope. No. You know us, we just go with our move. Whatever the results, it's the results. That's it. I'm just going my move. You know, I'm young, got money. You know what I'm saying? I'm going my move. You know what I'm saying? Not really caring what the outcome gonna be. Long as I like it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was good. But my motto was, for me, Mobo Joe, like I couldn't make it in my city, I ain't wanna make it nowhere else.
Why you think out all them record labels that they had back then, Untouchable, Tech 4, Mobo Camp, Slaughterhouse, all that, why you think nobody never seen past 2,000 for Cash Money?
Man, they had the hustle, bro. They had the hustle. Like they really had the hustle. You know what I'm saying? And like Slim and Baby was brothers. So it was a different bind with them, with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like me, like it was just me. Like even though I had my clique, but everything that was being done, that was my pocket. The whole thing, like nobody ain't give me nothing. You know what I'm saying? And my clique ain't seen my vision. It was my vision. They didn't see it. But you got two brothers, you know what I'm saying, that's have the same vision and they bonded. They're brothers at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right. Y'all, when one thing about Mobo Camp, when y'all came out and when I was listening to that shit growing up, y'all rep where y'all from to the max. Like
yeah.
It, like what that was about. Is it like was it always been a stigma that niggas over the river fast and we country and we slow? Was it that type of edge for the West Bank, the East Bank beef to come about in your era? Like how all that shit came about for the West Bank rappers to be going out the East Bank and just saying it's a West Bank thing and shit like that? How that shit even came about?
Well, how that happened at that time, it had Club Flirts right here on Manhattan. And rest in peace to Bobby Marchand, man. He was a big part of the local scene. Like Bobby Marchand was a promoter, you know what I'm saying? But he also used to do the gong shows at the club, right? So I never been to that club because at that time I was in the streets and I was wanted for like 3 years.
Right.
At that time, the local police like Cowboy, they work at the dope, you know what I'm saying? So I never, but they'd have gong shows there. So Buzz Down and Tim, rest in peace, Tim Smooth used to be there. And Most Wanted came and it was in the gong show, you know what I'm saying? So it's on the West Bank, you know, and people always wanted to be an East Bank, West Bank thing, but we got family, you know,
Right.
West Bank got family, East Bank got family over here. So it couldn't never really happen. So anyway, whatever happened, I think Most Wanted got gone, right? So they took into their feelings, you know, with Tim Smooth and them yada yada yada. So that's when
like Tim Smooth after that because he was from the East Bank.
Tim Smooth?
No,
Most Wanted from the Ninth
from the East Bank.
Yeah,
Right.
They were with Untouchable. Yeah, they were with June Elton. Yeah.
That's who LOG was with, Untouchable.
No, not Untouchable. I take that back. LOG was with Untouchable.
Yeah.
That's Rock. But they was with June. I forgot what June label. That's who Cheeky went with after she left Mobo.
Right.
I can't call his name, but June. I can't call his label name, but I know him from the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's who they was with. That was like his first little people he put out, Most Wanted. So then they put out, it was a West Bank thing. You know what I'm saying? Which they was going at Bust Down and Tim. But if you listen to the song, they say every nigga from that side the river can get it.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So at this time, we almost finished with the Ruthless. Really, the Ruthless was really finished.
Ruthless came hard.
Ruthless
came hard.
The
Standing on
last
that
two
West Bank
songs,
shit.
the last two songs we put on Ruthless was Run That Shit, because Fo will tell you and the band will tell you they ain't want to do no bounce. Like our folks, I'm like, I ain't putting the album out till y'all give me a bounce song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then that was like, he just started making the beat, and the badness, like he just a genius. You know what I'm saying? So he went to writing and telling Fo, he was like he wasn't with it
At all.
You know what I'm saying? But the bad, he know I was the general. He know, and Jordan know like this how Mo is. He go,
Right.
This got to go. So they went to doing it. So that's when we heard the West Bank thing, and when your boy said that, so I give him the okay. Like I'm like B, like they want to rock it, let's go.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So he went off. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, whoa.
Hey.
But I'm like, hell it. Like, I give it okay. Like, whatever come about it, come by, but which nothing never came about it. Because, like, you know, Elton, June, you know, Rock and all us, you know, we always out there doing our thing in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Is it true that Mobo Camp or Tim Smooth was writing for artists on Big Boy?
That's what they say.
Because I heard that about
That's what
Mystical
they say.
before.
Yeah, they say that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know Tim was supposed to be a ghostwriter, but like that was Big Boy thing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had ghostwriters. Like we ain't had ghostwriters.
Right.
Everything over there we was writing ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that was
But Tim was
Tim
he was
was
a genius. Like I ain't gonna lie. I put a lot of rappers out, but hands down, like that's my favorite like rapper. Like
Right.
for real. Like from here. Like
Ruthless Juvenile, though, when man, well, one of them had went to jail at the time, right?
Fo went to jail. Like soon when the album came out, he went to jail. They let
Yeah,
him
because it
down.
was a part. It's like you ain't
Yeah.
seeing you ain't see him no more.
Yeah. See, that hurted us a lot because we was doing shows, but we was doing shows with Ace Nitty and Brandon was, you know, he was doing the shows with Brandon, with Lil Badness, because Fo was locked up. He got like, man, they slammed him like 11 years straight out the gate.
If none of that shit would have never happened, you would have went to the feds. Where do you think Mobo Camp would be at right now?
Oh, we'd have went national. See, the thing is, like, I was like, I ain't gonna say I was one edge before Cash Money, because when I went to Festival Studio, they was recording too. They was working with the Kilo G album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like, you know, everybody else came after that. It was Mobo and it was Cash Money. That was the one. You know what I'm saying? But Kilo G, and rest in peace to him too, like he was rapping a different style. You know what I'm saying? And Ace Nitty was rapping a different style. You know what I'm saying? But when I got Ruthless, by them hanging around and seeing me and my clique lifestyle, they went to rapping about that. And I had the age, because like I say, I was already mobile, you know, doing stuff. The reason why, by me being so early in the 90s, the industry is a controlled industry. They didn't want New Orleans like, bro, we ignorant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the media, like we ignorant. So they wasn't ready to accept us. You know what I'm saying? But because of Mobo, Cash Money, then, you know, Pete, them, they came down, started doing this stuff. Like, yeah, Big Boy, you know, Untouchable and all them. We was killing the local market.
All that shit.
All the national was slipping through was people like Scarface, Ghetto Boys, Spice One, you know, the Dayton Family, you know what I'm saying, Top Authority, like real hood people. The other ones, they man, we was out selling probably like 10 to 1. I had a hip hop store, I know we were selling.
Right,
You see what I'm saying?
right.
So when that happened, these people got like troubleshooters. So they'll find out what the sales going. See what I'm saying? So then by this time, this like 95 going to 96, they start looking at their Cash Money, start branching out you know, more and doing more stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they had a powerhouse with Man and Fresh. You know, man, that boy beast. That man produced some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, they couldn't deny him. You know what I'm saying? Because they was hustling and their work ethic was off the chain. Like,
man, hey, people, I was young, but people noticed that the Ruthless Juvenile shit had slowed down. That was the biggest shit when that shit hit. That run that shit, and that was them who did the intro, right?
Yeah,
and that was all of them at that time. That did
that was the original. The first one was the original group, which was that did the tracks.
And that's the one that you were saying, like you told them, like, man, they want to rock it. Let's rock it. That's the one. Hold on. Yeah, I don't play a little snippet of that one so motherfuckers can know.
This was the very last song that went on the album.
The intro.
The intro. That was the very last thing. Because the album was basically finished until Most Wanted said anybody from that side of the water can get it. Yeah, and at the end of the West Bank thing, they said anybody from that side of the water can get it. You know what I'm saying?
And it was DJ Jimmy.
No, it was Most Wanted Posse.
Most Wanted Posse.
Yeah, I said that.
But the intro was
Well, Jimmy was doing it when Jimmy was hot too. You know
right.
So LeBand, he just
that was LeBand saying that shit.
Yeah, LeBand, he did the whole intro by himself. Right. And I was on the back just saying shit like bagging him up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's one thing about that Ruthless Juvenile shit, man. That shit hit hard. That's all, man. That's all I used to be listening to.
We came out hard like we said. Like we
that run that hard. Shit.
Yeah, we came out hard.
Man, Dope Man. What was Dope Man?
Oh, Dope Game.
Dope Game.
Dope Game.
Man, Dope Game and run that shit.
Give it up.
Hey, before I get to that song, how y'all used to record back then? Cause it's totally different now. Huh? Going in the booth, nigga taking, nigga punching in. How it was?
Well, yeah, we used to go to the studio. Like we were pre-production at the crib. Then we'll go to Festival Studio. That's all I was working at. We was working there. Casman was working there too. And we'll go over there and record, and then lay the vocals and everything down.
But this was tapes or records at this time, or
when I was also was like the very first one to come out with CDs and cassettes. At that time, people were just coming out with cassettes.
Tapes.
When I dropped my projects, I had CDs and cassettes. Yeah, I came out.
So when in the process of recording, it wasn't like today where you could punch in and do all that. Was it like that?
You was gonna punch in back then. They had a big old, the mixing bowl was like big as that wall. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, it was very rare to punch in. You know what I'm saying? You had to really run it, right? If not, you had to do it over and do it over. Hey. Because the punching wasn't that smooth like it is now. So you would hear it was a punching. So you had to really boom, boom, boom. Like really do it.
Technology upgraded like it's way.
Yeah, it's way. Like you talking about what? We was recording 91. You know what I'm saying? It's like 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big difference. You know?
If no social media, no none of that. So if you had a name at this time, it meant something. I mean, you had to be moving.
Yeah.
Cause
see that? That's like when you was telling me like people from Arkansas. Like I was out there in Arkansas. Right. Like this is another thing I used to do. And I used to go on the road. Like I was on a vacation with my family. I was out there taking care of business. I always had that Ruthless poster with the album cover, right? A doghouse poster. And I'll go to the hoods. You know what I'm saying? I give away CDs. I give away, cassettes and all that. I tell you, one time was in Lil Rock. And who was going there? I forgot who was going. It was just me, my partner Root, and rest in peace to Kenneth Taylor. We was going on a business trip. But I'll go to the hoods. I'll hook up with like promoters in certain areas while I'm going at. Then I'll go out and pass out CDs and cassettes and posts. I get this shit away. Like in the project, I go straight to the project. And I ain't gonna lie, we was in Lil Rock. It was like early in the morning, and we was putting the poles up on the poles. And we went to Dayton Street, and we turned around, and we was coming back. Man, about 15 dudes just come out. You know what I'm saying? And a dude had the post on, and he was looking. He's like, like, you know, because back then, the gangs hadn't started.
Right,
in
right,
Little
right.
Rock, because people was on a run from California, so they was going straight towards 20, Dallas, Little Rock. So the nigga looking, and he stopped us, in front, like, what y'all doing? And like, you know, I'm a man wherever I go.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So I'm telling him, like, this is what we doing. He's like, what all that race shit on now? Like, that's representing the blood, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
So the dude was like,
Epic.
man, play that shit. So we played it, and they was like, they liked it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we give them some CDs, so they give us a pass, and you know, like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let us win.
So y'all was gangbanging at the time already in Harvard at this time?
Oh, I ain't never gangbang.
No, I'm saying they had gangbanging in Harvard around this time?
Not really. Not
So,
really.
so how that shit even made it to Harvey? Or that was before that you jumped off the porch?
Joe Cooley.
That's the OG from
Joe
the
Cooley with that bullshit.
Right. Shout
Joe
out Joe
Cooley went out
Cooley.
to California, you know what I'm saying? He had people out there. You know what I'm saying? Then you had, rest in peace, G Slim, you know, big boy, Chuck was from California.
Right.
He went out there, he seen all that, you know what I'm saying? But like,
That's
it
my
was
nigga,
like,
Joe Cooley.
yeah, it was like, you gotta really know game, like, it was like posse. It wasn't really like no, cause like when you saying gangs, like right, you talk about Chicago, and LA, like they have rules and they have people call shots. You know what I'm saying? So like down here, we might have a clique and we do whatever we want. But now when you talk about gang, it's like that's real organized crime. It's different. You know what I'm saying? And I know that because I used to be dealing with people in LA and all this stuff. So I know.
When you told Ruthless Juvenile they coming like this and just rock out, when they brought that shit back to you, what you said? It was too much? It was what you said?
Nah, I ain't saying nothing. I was like, let it roll. Like let it roll. It was hard. I ain't gonna
That
lie.
bitch was hard.
Because B was like, you know what I'm saying? Talking like, nigga, all this shit and that. And I was like, wow. But I'm like, hell it. You know what I'm saying?
Real
Because
G shit.
they opened the gate when they was saying like anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? But we wasn't on the level with Tim Smooth and Bust Down. You know what I'm saying? And not take nothing from them, but Tim Smooth and Bust Down wasn't, you know, out there pistol toting and doing this, that, and that. You know what I'm saying? They was doing what they do.
Lil Badness didn't give a fuck, dog.
Nah, he don't. Nah,
That nigga ain't give a fuck,
That's
dog.
my dog, Free Lil Badness. You heard?
Hey,
Yeah.
he got a lot of time, huh?
He had 255. He get 2 back. He still got 55, but he gonna give it back though. Me and him just finished a book.
Free Badness, man.
Get out of jail free card done by Mobo Joe and Lil Badness, written by both of us.